How often have we heard a child say that he doesn't want to go to school? How often have we been told that our son is a problem at school? How often have we seen how our son loves to learn, but in his way? Homeschooling can be an alternative that can meet the child's specific needs. All children learn differently and have different talents. We live in a time where life skills and emotional tools need to learn. Acknowledge is essential, but it's also essential to know what to do with it. Educating at home helps the child develop self esteem and security. Why? Because the child discovered that they love learning and can achieve projects that he is passionate about. Parents feel concerned about not knowing how to support them academically. 2 years ago, the COVID-19 pandemic demanded time for parents to homeschool their children. However, many parents could not do so. Some of them made it, but it was a nightmare. Many parents got the wrong idea about the real homeschooling style when they homeschooled during the pandemic. If you are considering homeschooling your children for some reason, but you are afraid to do it or not sure about the benefits, this is the place for you. I want you to guide you on how you can educate at home efficiently and with children happy to learn. Let me clarify something important. Children love to learn. Parents can teach the children not to pretend to a teacher role but to trust their parent role. I'm a mother who has been educated at home for 3 years. I have experience in online education as an online student for 8 years, giving me the experience of educating with a different perspective. One of my strengths is being self-taught. I have read and studied homeschooling books about learning, neuroscience, education, and technologies in education. I also learn from documentaries about education. Let me make you feel comfortable about the idea of homeschooling. I assure you there are a lot of benefits, but let's talk about only three main points. First, I will discuss homeschooling and higher education. Second, I will discuss why homeschooling could be a positive proposal for some children and families, and how homeschooling can be fun and interactive. Finally, I will discuss why learning in freedom develops essential soft skills that the scholarly system can't offer. The healthy benefits that homeschoolers present when they sleep better than traditional studies. Also, we will review different methods, materials, and curricula. Homeschooling and higher education. One of the biggest parents' concerns is giving high quality education at home and how their children are going to socialize. According to a study, 12 admissions officers surveyed state that homeschool students will cope socially for college and traditional school students. And 64% strongly agree that homeschool students were academically prepared. According to this study, the homeschool students don't present challenge socializing in college, especially for students over 18 years old and take leadership roles. According to the author Mark Cinder in his book, The Wiley Handbook of Home Education, a study states that homeschool students perform well in math, science, and English. Homeschoolers and adults participate in civic life, also have professional and entrepreneurial occupations, self-reliance, and focuses, and have a strong family. Home education with responsible parents supporting the children with good education can succeed as traditional studies without negative consequences. Of course, homeschooling is a big responsibility for parents. If you pay attention to your children, give them academic materials, and develop good habits at home, everything will be fine. Home doesn't intend to live without purpose. As I said before, homeschooling is a big responsibility. Also, let me tell you how you can experience it in the best way and make homeschooling fun and results. According to the psychologist David Kolb, the experiential learning theory states that students have habits that influence their learning style. The benefits of Kolb's experiential learning theory benefits offer the promotion of teamwork, improved motivation, and real-world practice. He also said that experiential learning doesn't have to be complicated. Think outside the box. Some experiences could be growing a small garden, watching birds, etc. Families don't need to spend a lot of money. Just work around your budget and your resources. Homeschooling offers different kinds of materials. Families can find a unique learning style of their children, which is something that traditional systems can't offer since they have the same resources for everyone. Families can use proper curricula, for example, religious or non-religious textbooks from local schools, use public libraries, technology applications, specialist teachers, networking with other families, diversification of their choices of pedagogies. There are different ways to live the homeschooling, but a growing style in the homeschooling families. Have you ever asked the question, what happens when kids direct their own education? Well, this is an unschooling style. This means that unschooling, also known as a child-led learning, is rooted in the idea that humans are born with an innate right to learn. Unschooling advocates believe that children learn best when they follow their curiosity, without schools, teachers, or parents dictating what they do. I'll just provide enriching materials and opportunity, but kids lead the way. Now you may have a question. Is unschooling the same thing as homeschooling? Not necessarily. Homeschooling is considered a type of homeschooling. I just tell you this because considering homeschooling is also to be open-minded toward new ways of learning. Don't feel pressure. Your child will lead you to the right styles as you let the children experiment. Then you will experience this stage of try and failure. My advice is don't worry, be patient and constant. Another point pro homeschools are the benefits of sleeping. According to the Science Daily article, homeschoolers sleep better than traditional studies and can succeed in their learning. Teens who are homeschooled have the benefit of healthier sleep habits than those who go to most private and public schools. Teens alter biological clocks and support, and this is an argument for starting traditional high school later in the morning. Children are being asked to be awake up and go to school at a time where their brain should psychologically be asleep. Homeschoolers don't struggle with these issues. They can wake up early, but the difference is they wake up by themselves when they finish sleep. Now that we're talking about the higher education, homeschooling offers different styles and curriculum, the way the way parents can teach in funny ways and healthy benefits. Let me say that children love to learn, but they learn in their way. In conclusion, homeschooling is an opportunity to educate in a personalized way, respecting the child's childhood. Children learn in their way at their own pace. When a child discovers that he can be free to learn, the magic comes in his creativity and passion for learning.